Hello and welcome to New Smyrna. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I partner with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for tour mods at New Smyrna as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 3 Week 10 official series. If you guys can, make sure you like and subscribe. It does a ton to help out my channel. Every single one of them goes back and is greatly appreciated. I'm a very small time racer here in Wisconsin. I've got a late model that's parked in my garage. I haven't been able to race it all this year because we ran some sponsors left. But my daughter Sydney has been racing go-karts all summer long at Badger Kart Club and at Road America, and we've been having a blast. So much so that I really want to build out a second go-kart. So maybe we'll get there at some point this off season. But this video for New Smyrna, tour mods get really poor participation, and it's really unfortunate because it's actually one of the more pleasant cars to drive on iRacing, at least on the short track side. These cars come in really well. They're really easy to drive, I feel like, and a track like New Smyrna, you can have pretty good racing. The biggest thing to watch out for here is going to be turn one. We'll talk about that in the video. Turn one is probably the biggest pain point, and then entry to center of three typically becomes a pain point in these. So your braking zones is your spot. So let's head out though for qualifying. And while we do that, we can talk about my friends at Impel Motorsports. They are a next level sim rig dealer as well as a Moza dealer. So if you're looking to upgrade your sim racing equipment, head over to them. They also have real race car parts, everything from go kart up to super late model, safety gear, whatever it might be. So if you need something, head over to them, impelmotorsports.com. There's a link in the description to them as well. They're great people. They keep me very happy, and yeah. So qualifying here, we're going to go high here in 3 and 4 and get a nice little run. My lap 1 was my fastest lap for whatever reason, so we'll take it. Now you'll notice the front stretch here at New Smyrna kind of curves here. So there's a little bit of extra real estate up here in the top of the track. You want to use that extra real estate. And let's go into the cockpit. It's kind of hard to see with that air cleaner, but you can see here how the point where I'm at is pretty much dead even with my driver. So we go to the far chase, we go down the front stretch, and I really try and work that line. And now that we're at the start finish line, you're going to see we're starting to creep a little bit more to the left. So we've got it here. From the outside wall, we're probably 1.5 squares away from the wall here at the start finish line. So we drive it down the front stretch, and then as this wall gets back to what would be the normal straight wall here, that's where you're going to start to think about the corner. So right here at this point, you can see big turn in. This is where the wall meets itself. Big turn in there. And then we're going to get ready here for turn one. So we're going to lift and brake. And now a lot of times, you guys, when I'm watching these races, you guys will bring the car all the way down to the yellow line. At New Smyrna, the fastest line is to straddle this black seam right here in the corner. I usually just try and get my left sides on it, and it's good enough. Some guys will cut down mid-corner and drive off lower. I just always have straddled the seam and it seems to work out pretty well. So I bring it in here in one. Right side tire is kind of on these dash lines. As we're bringing it into the corner, I'll show you what it looks like inside the car. So inside the car, when you're getting close to this seam, it's going to be pretty much right over your shock tower. So we bring it around. We start to bring it low. You see mid corner here just before the New Smyrna Speedway, we're starting to throttle up from my cockpit view. From the far chase cam, there's this dash line just a little past where the pit exit ends, where we'll throttle up. And then we drive that down. And you can see here, now I'm straddling that seam with the cockpit. We're right over the top of it. Shock tower, nice hard drive off. Get it nice and tight here up against the backstretch wall. Still kind of that same deal, run it through. And then right about the insurance office, billboard, Budweiser, that's where we're going to start to lift and turn in for three. And then unlike 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, you want to bring it all the way down to the yellow line. So we brought it all the way down to the yellow line, throttle up mid corner, and just drive it off. And we get ourselves a 16.405. So you can see that right there, kind of just before the New Smyrna again when we're looking, not chopper, we want cockpit. So you can see that New Smyrna right there through the windshield. It's right there. That's where we're throttling up and we're driving off super hard. Um, it's a fairly easy lap here. These cars really come up to temp pretty good. Just make sure you're swerving, gas, brake, left, right. And then let's go inside the car presented by my friends at Overdrive Racing Oils and Lubricants. They are a AMSOIL dealer, independent AMSOIL dealer. I put AMSOIL in my personal car. I'm seeing about 2 miles per gallon improvement in my fuel economy just by switching the oil, which has been really great for me. But make sure you guys use that link in the description below. If you use that link, then I get credit on this channel, and that goes a long way to helping us keep this content free for you guys every month. So let's head on out here for the lap inside the car. And there is your qualifying lap. Race trim, you're going to see here, it kind of like, I'm just kind of cruising here on this first race lap, but race trim, really the hardest part is turn one, especially on a restart or on a start, because the guy on the bottom wants to take this good line here, and the guy on the top wants to push down and take this lane here. So a lot of times on that initial start, if you've got a car above you or you got a car below you, you really got to feel them out and see where they're at. I usually just tell people if you're on the top line, just run up. It's not really going to hurt you at all. It'll give you a really good run off the corner and you'll probably be able to do something. Otherwise, start looking to be able to get in line because 3 and 4, if you're on that outside, you're going to lose space. You're going to lose time. So race laps going to look pretty much exactly the same here unless I keep missing bottom. But race laps are going to look and feel the same. Yeah, that was kind of my issue there. I'm just driving it in too deep. But you can see here too, right? Just straddling that line, driving up off, and it's just going to be, 75 laps of this, of hitting your marks, driving hard, and just trying to be in position to where somebody might overdrive entry on a corner and push wide, or somebody might get on throttle a little bit too soon and push tight or push loose and snap loose and wreck. So it's one of those games where you've really got to put yourself in position and be there ready to go, and not so much worry about trying to drive the car harder. Like if you're making time, just keep running the same rhythm that you have, the same laps that you've been running, and you'll drive down the guy in front of you. And if you're losing time on it, you know, be okay with that and just understand that they might be pushing harder than you are and they might burn their tires off. They might push a little too hard, catch the fence, knock their right front off, those types of things. So uh, it's just one of those deals. Second lane here really doesn't come in that much. This outer lane up here doesn't necessarily come in a ton here at New Smyrna, even in 3 and 4, especially in the tour mods. You're really looking at just running bottom bottom, getting a nice run. Um, you can defend 1 and 2 from this second lane, but you certainly can't if you haven't completed a pass by the time you get to 3 and 4, unless it's really late in a run, you're just going to burn your tires off too much. And 3 and 4, there's just no grip on the outside lanes. So keep that in mind this week as you run. Best of luck to you guys. Make sure you join the Team 53 Discord if you've made it through the entire video. Like and subscribe. Does a ton to help us out, and we will see you guys in the next one.